times of a cyclone Idai, the Zimbabwe Defence Forces was key and central in ensuring that they do provide safety, ensuring that they can provide the much needed basic resources in areas that were affected by those natural disasters. And as well, we have seen them constructing schools of late, and also those schools, we talk of clinics being constructed by the ZDF, and of course they are doing so much. We do have so much to give you today, and His Excellency, who is the who is President Emmerson Mnangagwa, who actually preside over the ceremony that will actually happen at the National Sports Stadium. And talking of that, there will be a soccer match later on between Zimbabwe ZDF Select together with Malawi Select ZDF as well. That will be happening at National Sports Stadium. So if you are anywhere close to Harare, make sure you find yourself at the National Sports Stadium, where there is so much, and you know there will be a lot of activities happening at National Sports Stadium. Now we are going to cross over to our colleagues Wadzanai, Mhombera and Curtly Gwindi, who are on standby at the National Sports Stadium.
Tinakuchingambidzai mhuri yeZimbabwe tiri kuno kunhandare yeNational Sports Stadium inova nzvimbo makore nemakore inoitirwa zuva rekucherechedza mauto eZimbabwe Defence Forces, zuva reZimbabwe Defence Forces Day, zuva rekucherechedza basa guru rinoitwa nemauto eZimbabwe kuchengetedza Zimbabwe. Chikupaika chichange chichiitika kuno muzuva ranhasi. Mutsvakazi womuhle siyakwamukela ngapha esigodlweni eHarare ilanga lokuthakazelela umsebenzi omuhle owenziwa ngamabutho eZimbabwe Defence Forces. Lumkhosi uzakhokhelwa ngumongameli Emmerson Mnangagwa, onguye ke undunankulu webutho leZimbabwe Defence Forces. Curtly, a good day today.
A very good day where Zimbabwe Defence Forces is keeping a conducive environment for the protection as well as a conducive environment for the attainment of a Vision 2030. That's the message that the theme today is saying, that we are looking at a message of our National Defence Forces protecting Vision 2030. Wadza, a very great day to be indeed, and obviously an honor for us to be coming to you live on your screens as a ZBC TV. Yes, we are following proceedings as something special is about to happen.
Tikuenderera mberi mhuri yeZimbabwe tiri kupaika zvikuitika kuno kunhandare National Sports Stadium zuva remauto reZimbabwe Defence Forces Day. Parizvino tiri kuona kusvika kwemutungamiri wenyika President Emmerson Mnangagwa vachiperekedzwa nemudzimai wavo Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa zotungamira kabasa rezuva ranhasi, basa rekucherechedza kukosha kwemauto eZimbabwe Defence Forces. Ngumsebenzi omkhulu okhona namhlanje. Siyazi ukuthi ke izabelweni zonke zelizwe abantu babuthene njalo ndawo ezitshiyeneyo ukuthakazelela umsebenzi omuhle owenziwa ngamabutho eZimbabwe Defence Forces. Kathesi sibona ukufika kukamongameli uPresident Emmerson Mnangagwa. Ekufikeni kwakhe sizakuzwa ke ingoma yelizwe, i-national anthem singapha eNational Sports Stadium. Sizakuzwa kunengi okwabe kukhona ilanga lanamhlanje. Sizabona into eziningi, sizabona okuzabe kusenziwa ke libutho leZimbabwe Defence Forces enkundleni. Sizabona ke umdlalo wenguqu we-ZDF Select leMalawi Defence Forces Select. Sikelani ke sizwe ingoma yesizwe.
Yakazarwa nomoto wechimurenga neropa zhinji ramagamba tidziviri rekumandudzo sengai komborerwe nyika yeZimbabwe. Tarisai Zimbabwe, nyika yakashongedzwa namakomone hova zvinoyevedza. Mvura ngainaye minda ipembesa, vashandi vatuse rushinji rugutswe ngai komborerwe nyika yeZimbabwe. Mwari ropafadza nyika ya madzitate guru yedu tose kubva Zambezi kusvika Ikombore nyika yeZimbabwe.
Parade commander vazivisa mutungamiri wenyika neuto mamiriro akaita parade nekuvakumbira kuti vainspecte parade. Ndo chiitiko chatakatarisana nazo parizvi.
Commander has thanked His Excellency for the inspection and requested permission to march past and conduct drill displays, which has been duly granted.
The parade composition is as follows. The parade commander is Lieutenant Colonel Alison Chicha. The parade adjutant is squadron leader Diana Manuel. Parade warrant officer class 1, Jameson Davis Kijima. The detachment commanders, number 1 detachment from the Zimbabwe National Army, Detachment Commander Lieutenant Givens Mhlanga. The Supernumeral Sergeant Woko Nyasha. Number 2 detachment from the Zimbabwe National Army, Lieutenant Tatenda Mukazi. Supernumeral Sergeant Chingurungu Freeborn. Number 3 detachment from the Zimbabwe National Army, Zimbabwe Women's Services, Detachment Commander Lieutenant Kara Shondo. Supernumeral Sergeant Pesa Rufaro. Number 4 detachment from the Zimbabwe National Army, Zimbabwe Women's Services, Detachment Commander Lieutenant Millicent Mugwanira. Supernumeral Sergeant Mugura Justina. Number 5 detachment, Detachment Commander Lieutenant Rumbidzai Mugabe. Supernumeral Sergeant Chigwata Evidence. Number 6 detachment from the Air Force of Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe Women's Services, Detachment Commander Air Lieutenant Primrose Musipa. Supernumeral Sergeant Nyati Tandiwe. Number 7 detachment, Zimbabwe Women's Services from the Air Force of Zimbabwe, Air Lieutenant Tatenda Gatsi. Supernumeral Sergeant Veremu Alexio. Number 8 detachment, Air Lieutenant Tumolenkosi Dube. Supernumeral Sergeant Zondo Ernest. Tinokumbirawo vari kumberi, those who are seated at the front, may we all rise as the parade marches past. All those in the VIP tents and the VVIP tents, may we all rise as the parade marches past. As we continue with the composition of the parade, the color party is as follows. The senior ensign, which is the national flag, is Lieutenant Nigel Rambawashika. The junior ensign, which resembles the Zimbabwe Defense Forces flag, is Air Lieutenant Kudakwashe Mutisi. The conducting warrant officer is Warrant Officer Mpofu.
Sergeant Mahora Charles, Sergeant Magidi Wilfred, and Sergeant Chiumia Samuel. The band and drums, as you can hear from the rear there, is from the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. The Director of Music, Major Richard Gorenamu. The Band Master, Warrant Officer 2, Kereke Tonderai, Master Sergeant Breshe Thompson. The Drum Major is Sergeant Wairera Motion. And the parade orderlies who were leading during the inspection of the parade, we had Captain Sande Manjengwa and Flight Lieutenant Aaron Chitakusa. What we are seeing there is a march past in slow time. Vanoita kudada nebasa ravo mauto. Kutsika sevasiri kuda, vachitsika zvinyoro-nyoro. Pane muimbi akaimba achiti vanochinja magiya. Ndo zvinenge zvakuda kuitika. Zvakare zvatakuona munhandare. Makasununguka kuridza muri nemuridzo kana zvanakidza. Zimbabwe muriko ereko. Brick by brick, stone upon stone, the Zimbabwe Defense Forces creating a conducive environment for the achievement of Vision 2030. Kure muridzo vanogonesa uto redu rinoyevedza iri. Ngativakuzei zvakare. Mota yacho inoforawo zvakare yoga. Parade yedu ichibuda, taakutanga entertainment program yedu yanhasi.
Tiri kuenderera mberi mhuri yeZimbabwe chikupaika zvokuitika kuno kuNational Sports Stadium kuzuva guru rekurangarira nekucherechedza basa riri kuitwa nemauto eZimbabwe Defense Forces. Tanzwa kamutungamiri wenyika vanova Commander in Chief vezimbabwe defense forces comrade emerson mnangagwa vachitaura mabasa ari kuitwa neuto, vachitaura zvakare pamusoro pekucherechedza basa guru riri kuitwa nemauto muno muzimbabwe. Ari zvino taona mauto vachimacha zvinodakadza vachibuda munhandare, programu ichipfuurira mberi. Pari zvino ndina Commodore George Ngundu vanova vari kuAir Force of Zimbabwe. Commodore tinokuchingamidzai tichiti magorokoto nemakore 43 eZimbabwe Defense Forces, munonzwa sei kana zuva ranhasi richisvika kudai?
Zuva ranhasi tinoita manyukunyuku nemanyawi nezviri kuitika izvi kucelebrata Zimbabwe Defense Forces Day, where also commemorate magamba edu akatisungunura munyika ino yeZimbabwe.
Tarisei kuti zuva iri rinorevei kuvanhu vakatarisa kudzimba, kunyange kwamuri seuto iro ranhasi rine muso weDefense Forces Day, rakakosha zvakadii kuti vanhu vafungisise nezvaro?
Zuva rino rakakosha kune vanhu vese vano munyika muZimbabwe, nekuti nyika inotodawo masoja anoprotecta nyika yayo. The sovereignty integrity yenyika inoprotecta namasoja. Saka chikuru kunge mune masoja munyika anokwanisa kudzivirira population yese yeZimbabwe.
Vanhu vangade kuziva kuti nhasi pakanzi hondo yatsvuka muvenga auya, uto reZimbabwe Defense Forces kusanganisira imi vemuchadenga makagadzirira zvakadei?
Tisi takatogadzirira, tinogara tiri ready every time. Masoja edu epasi ari ready, masoja edu mudenga ari ready, mapurisa nevamwe vese vano maintain security muZimbabwe vari ready. Chikangochaya zvatoitika.
Tinoziva kuti seuto reZimbabwe Defense Forces kune mabasa amunoita mudzinharaunda atinoona achiitwa nemauto. Mungade kutizivisa here mamwe mabasa ari kuitwa neuto reZimbabwe Defense Forces munyika yeZimbabwe?
Zvatinowanza kuita before celebrate zuva rakaita sanhasi, tinoita community assistance projects, where this year taibatsira vanhu mumakliniki umu tichipa free medical attention kune vanhu vese veZimbabwe, where Zimbabwe National Army neZimbabwe Air Force of Zimbabwe vakaenda makliniki vachiita izvozvo. And pamusoro pazvo kunyika munharaunda dzese tine maprojects ekuvaka zvikoro, maclinics, mabridges atinokwanisa kunge tichiita nemamwe atakatopedza kudhara.
Commodore Ngundu, toda kutendai zvikuru nokuuya nokutaura nesu pamusoro pekukosha kwezuva ranhasi. Mova nezuva rakanaka maita zvenyu.
Tinotenda vateereri. Thank you very much.
Maita zvenyu. Tanga tichitaura naCommodore Ngundu. Regai pari zvino tichikupaika zviri kuitika muno munhandare kuno zuva ranhasi, zuva reZimbabwe Defense Forces Day. Ilanga elikhulu, ilanga lokuthakazelela umsebenzi omkhulu owenziwa libuto leZimbabwe Defense Forces. Ngokuzwa kadesi ngilinike komunye wami Curtly Gwindi.
Thank you so much, Wadza. And yes, it has been a day where we are saluting our men and women in a uniform, and indeed, as we say, 43 years, there's no better way to say it than to speak to those who are responsible for our Air Force. And yes, today joining us on ZBC TV Live is a Flight Lieutenant Junior Chivanga. ZBC.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Now, can you briefly explain to us, I know we did just see the fly past during the time of the national anthem. We also got an appreciation of many other items, we can say unidentified flying objects that were coming out, and we want to understand from you what that significance is for us as Zimbabweans on this day, as we say 43 years on the 15th of August.
Thank you so much. On this day, we will be celebrating our serving members, those who would have retired, as well as those who would have died in service. So, to celebrate their lives, we will be showcasing some of the things that we do as the Zimbabwe Defense Forces during this time.
Yes, absolutely. And we are also sending out a message today that we are going to vote in peace and tranquility. Now, we are saying Ngati Vote Murunyararo. That's one of the messages that we are promoting with regards to the Zimbabwe Defense Forces Day. What can you say is the role of the Army during this time that is building up to the 23rd of August? You know we are less than 10 days closer to the election.
our role as the Zimbabwe Defense Force is to ensure that there is peace within Zimbabwe during, after, and before elections, as well as during peacetime when there are no elections.
Absolutely, and thank you so much, Flight Lieutenant. Now, as we round up this interview, we know that the Zimbabwe Defense Forces has been busy for the past week assisting communities, and most definitely, I know you are a part of that, and perhaps we think, or the general populace may think, that if there's nothing happening in the country, you guys are asleep, you guys are not doing anything. Perhaps tell us a little bit more about how the Zimbabwe Defense Forces contributes to the community.
Generally, what we do during that week is that we do what is called community assistance. Usually people think that soldiers are all about fighting, but we are not only fighting. We do a lot of things, and we will be seeing to it that we maintain relations with the general public in the society so that they understand our role within the society. We are not all about fighting, but we also have a charity work that we do within the community.
Absolutely, and thank you so much, Flight Lieutenant. And as we celebrate this day, we salute you and we say continue to represent our nation, as this is a special day. We do not take the 15th of August to be the only day where we celebrate our comrades, our cadres, but every day should be a day we speak. They fought, they conquer, and now we defend. That is the message. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and that has been a Flight Lieutenant Junior Chivanga, who has just joined us live here on the ZBC TV, speaking highly to the excitement around this day, as well as the significance of some of the things that were taking place today, some of the procedural, as well as things that we usually see on this particular day. Currently, we are also just listening to Baba Shero, who's known as Alec Macheso, who is currently performing his song. We also know that the Chill Spot Records family is also in the building. Jamasta is also expected to perform, and also at this juncture, we also know that we're expecting Master Space. So please do stay tuned here on ZBC TV, as we'll be bringing you more and more of this broadcast.
kuno kuzuva remauto reZimbabwe Defense Forces Day. Pari zvino ndina Keneo Ananias Ovio Mutati vekuZimbabwe National Army. Keneo, zuva ranhasi tinoziva kuti rinokukosherai uye tinoziva kuti mune zvirongwa zvakawanda zvamuri kuita zvekuvandudza ruzivo rwechiuto. Mungataurira veruzhinji here kuti ndezvipi zvirongwa zvamuri kuita uye zvinobatsira sei kuti uto redu rirambe rakasimba?
Tine maprograms akawanda atinoita nawo tichidevelopa vana vedu kubva pavanotangira chiva recruiter, totanga kuvatraina, tobva ipapo tozovapa madevelopment programs anoita kuti vadevelope kuita kwavewo nemaziviro avo iwo, zvinozosanganisira nokuita maexercises atinoita even nedzimwe nyika. Takatanga kare kubva patakatanga isusu seZimbabwe Defense Forces, takatotanga kare kubva 1997 tichitanga neBlue Hungwe inova yanga iri peace support operation. yakaitirwa muno muZimbabwe kunyanga. Tabva ipapo takazonopinda mumaexercise akawanda nedzimwe nyika, vana Blue Crane, mahombekombe, tikaita kuti dzema-special forces izvi zvese zvichinanga kana kuti riri donzo rokuwedzera ruzivo rwevanhu vedu isusu, kuti pavanobuda vana vedu vachienda kundoopareta, they are not found wanting. Vanowanikwa ikoko vari vanhu vanoratidza kuziva, vane vanhu vane unyanzvi pese pavanenge vachiita basa ravo. Saka naizvozvo makosi atiri kuita muno munyika ndekuita kuti tidevelope vana vedu. Masoja edu atinorikuita izvozvi, mwana takarikuta kana gore rapera mukamuona nhasi haasiri mwana iyeye, watova munhu achinja nokuva mudutu anovimbika uye anotevera gwara rehurumende.
Ngatarisei kuti pamunoita maexercise aya muchivandudza ruzivo, muri kushandidzana sei nemamwe mauto emudunhu rino reSADC?
SADC isusu kubva 1980 tichifomewa muZambia paya, takava nhengo yeSADC, saka takava futi yatingati ecog in that movement kana kuti organization. Saka nokudaro tinowanikwa tiri mumaexercise akawanda tinoita nedzimwe nyika dzese dziri 13. So far taipinda mumaexercise akawanda nenyika dzakawanda dzese tichiita kuvandudza ruzivo, but donzo remaexercise aya ndokudzivirira mhirizhonga, kutambura kwevanhu vasiri mauto, vanhu vanova vanhu nje, vabereki vedu, vana kunyanya nevanhukadzi ndo vanhu vanenge vachiafektiwa zvakanyanya. Saka ndo vatinenge tichizama kuti tibatsire, tivadhifende. Saka naizvozvo tinoramba tichitrena nguva dzese nemamwe mauto kuitira kuti muno murijini medu kana mukaita njodzi yakadaro yekuti matangwa hondo kana kuti yatinoti conflict, tinowanikwa isusu tirimo tichibatsira kuchengetedza hunhu nemhuri dzedu.
Kene Mutati, vanhu vakatarira vada kungoziva kuti zuva ranhasi kwamuri semauto rakakosherei, zuva ranhasi ratiri kucherechedza remauto?
Tiri kupemberera makore 43 okuzitonga kwedu tichitora independence. Unoziva kuti kune dzimwe nyika dzinototambura havana independence, vane freedom. Isina independence takarwa tikafoma uto redu romubatanidzwa. Nhasi uto ratiri kuona riri kudisplaya ava vari kudonha nemaparachute mauto edu atinotrena, no part of training, totitina kuti anowira panzvimbo semawirire ari kuita, asingadonhi achiratidza kusimba noushingi.
Kene Mutati, toda kukutendai zvikuru nemazwi enyu uye mova nezuva ranaka, makorokoto e43 years muri Zimbabwe Defence Forces maita zvenyu. Tanga tichitaura naKenel Ananias Hovio Mutati veuto reZimbabwe Defence Forces pamusoro pekukosha kwebasa ravanoita nezuva ranhasi. Regai tirambe tichikupai zviri kuitika kuno, nofunga muri kungoona maparashute achidonhera munhandare vechengisa-ke ulwazi lwavo. Sibona kamaparashute elwela-ke enkundleni vechengisa-ke ubungcwethi babo njengebuto leZimbabwe Defence Forces. Ilanga elikhulu, ilanga lokuthakazelela umsebenzi omuhle wokulondoloza ukuthula eZimbabwe, ilanga leZimbabwe Defence Forces elivulwe-ke ngumongameli Emerson Mnangagwa lamhlanje. Curtly, tiri kuvaona maparashute vari kuratidza ruzivo rwavo mauto nhasi.
Yes, much skill is being displayed, and we are still looking forward to the mass displays that are going to be given by the Zimbabwe Defence Forces. Currently, it is the parachutes that are taking all of the crowd's attention, and we do know a very huge gathering of almost plus or minus 45,000 individuals have come together, men and women, to salute these men and women that we are speaking to today. And most definitely, as we mark Zimbabwe Defence Forces Day this year, it is imperative that we look back and reflect on the major achievements that the National Army has made in ensuring that there is gender parity. As you have noticed, I've been speaking to only ladies, and that speaks to the gender equity. And I am graced today on ZBC TV by Colonel Thokozisi Moro, who is the Director of Army Procurement. Colonel, tinokutendai nekuwane Super ZBC nas.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Most definitely, and we say congratulations, Makorokoto Amhlope, 43 years of dedication and service. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling honored.
Absolutely, and pretty much the president has honored, all these people have gathered to honor you. Now, we would like to get into this gender question within the army, which is, as a female, the senior officer who is in charge of the ZBC, what has been your experiences in terms of your career progression? Maybe just give us a brief of that.
Career progression in the Zimbabwe National Army is generally fair. As women, we have been offered an equal opportunity to operate and to be able to be promoted to higher levels of the military. In the military, actually, promotion is based on competence. It is also based on meritocracy, and it's also based on one's discipline. In actual fact, officers can be promoted from the rank of second lieutenant up to the rank of a general. The local commanders are the ones who would recommend the officers who would have attained the right levels, like in one rank, and then in the other aspect that they will consider would be the obtaining of qualifications by a particular officer. This is done through the selection board, which will sit and then consider what this officer has done during the period that is under consideration. They will consider, among other factors, the competence of that particular officer in the rank that he is having. They will also put into consideration the career-long performance of the officer in the areas of command, in the area of management, in the areas of leadership. They will also look into the pursuance of excellence of that particular officer, particularly in the position of increasing responsibility. They will also consider the successful completion of the mainstream courses that this officer will have attended in conjunction with the professional qualifications that this officer will have attained. In addition to that, the military, being an institution as it is, the disciplinary conduct of that officer will also be taken into consideration.
Absolutely, Colonel, quite a meticulous process we're hearing, and most definitely, what can you say is the ratio, as we wind up our conversation, of men to women within the area that you represent?
I would say our ratios are fairly fair. Looking at Zimbabwe being a young democracy, and I would say that as a woman in the Zimbabwe National Army, I'm happy with the levels where we have gotten. When I joined this organization 25 years ago, I did not even envisage myself being promoted to the rank that I'm holding today. Why? Because I didn't have any role model. There was no woman colonel. There was no woman brigadier general. But as we speak today, we have one woman who is a commission commander, we have one woman who is a battalion commander, we've got one woman who is a battalion 2IC, and we even boast of 3 brigadier generals who are women and 21 colonels who are of my rank. So I would say we are in the right direction. It wouldn't surprise me, maybe in the near future, if we have a woman chief of staff, and who knows, maybe we may have a woman commander of the army. So I would say, for a nation like Zimbabwe, it is imperative that we have the diverse voices around the table, be it the table of chiefs of staff, be it in the cabinet of Zimbabwe. The divergent voices, the divergent thoughts from different backgrounds, from different genders, will help to enrich our decision making, making our country stronger and better.
Congratulations on making our country stronger and better. We thank you so much, and we wish you all the best. We say congratulations. Absolutely. And yes, we did hear a message. That is the Colonel, as well as the Director of Procurement with regards to all things in the Army at the National Headquarters. That is the Colonel Ntokozisi Moyo. Yes, today indeed is a day of celebration. You can hear much celebration, you can hear much elation, you can hear Kuti. The message is clear that Nika Inowakwa Newenewayo. Today we are also looking at the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, Wadza. The theme today being the Zimbabwe Zimbabwe Defense Forces, making sure they create a conducive environment for the attainment of Vision 2030. That has been the message today. And also hearing as well was Kuti 43 years decades. That's what the army has been dedicated to.
Curtly kuti izuva guru taona munhandare vanhu vauya neuwandu hwavo vakazara munhandare kucherechedza zuva remauto. Ilanga elikhulu leZimbabwe, ilanga levuto leZimbabwe Defense Forces. Sibonake ama-display esenziwa lapha, siboneke ubungcwethi bamabutho, sibona ama-parachute esehla ke khathesi. Ngelani siqhubekele silipha ke okwenzakalayo lapha khathesi.
Baba Shero, Baba Shero, Aleke Macheso, Imbobata Ipapo. Ale, DJ fellas. Imbobata imakadaro manzi. Tinokuchingamidzai. Bata ipapo, DJ fellas. Macheso. Imbobata imakadaro ipapo. Holani. Tinokumbirisawo vabereki pane vese varasa vana kana kuti vana varasika. Hatikwanise kushedzera nemazita akati wandei. Endai ku exit 24 munosangana nevana kana nevabereki vese. Vana varasika ngavaende pa exit 24 munosangana nevabereki. Apata kumashefa
What you are about to witness now is the arrival of the commandos, which I'll give you a scenario whereby we are going to tell you what will be taking place.
Tinokuchingamidzai pane nguva taona isusu kusika kwemakommandos achizoprovide atinoti isusu rescue operation. Tiri kuti isusu pane nguva paita mafashamo makuru munzvimbo yemuZarabani. Patinoona isusu marodzi ese haachave accessible to roads. So tinoona isusu pachidaidzwa mauto edu ekomando through ZDF kuti azouya azoprovide rescue operation. Tinotarisa isusu tinoona paground rescue operation maitirwa iri kuitwa. Tinoona munhu akamira ari kumberi akapfeka iye mareflectors. Tinomuti isusu the marshal. The marshal is here to coordinate activities that is going on the ground. Tinoona isusu the approach yeheli yedu inoyo Augusta Bell 412.
Elibonayo leyo i-helicopter Augusta Bell 412 ebuya ezosiza umuntu evalelwe ngamaflats. Lisambona ethwalwa egijimiswa esibhedlela. Kimi lapha ngilo-lieutenant Nemangwe, simbiza city chief thina.
Ndakamira kudai so ndakamira mauto 1 commando regiment anotungamirwa na Lieutenant Colonel Besuma kana kuti F Mzerengwa. Tinoona isusu the approach of the heli and the marshal is coordinating and communicating with the pilot. Tikatarisa ichi tinoona ndege yedu iri kuita descend zishoma and the marshal is coordinating fully to make sure the hostage rescue is going to be a success.
Vakomana vari kudzikawo pana vanonzi Sajeni Mbedzi anosikana nezita rekunzi Jaziri Koporo Chimombe vakokerwa ngu Lieutenant Ndoro otiwa ngu Black Eye.
takatarisa taona isusu kuti kudzika kwaitiwa apa method inonzi reverse rappel. Takatarisa musure memaminutes anotevera tichaona isusu vanhu vachidzika neatinoti dive. These are the methods that tinoshandisa as the commandos, special forces when descending to the plane.
Lava vahlayo kunokoporo mhlanga lokoporo mathelo yibo abantu sebafika besiza umuntu olimeleyo undoda lo animbonelele phansi uqamukile bazamfaka ku-stretcher sebemphakamisa sebekamba naye esibhedlela ogijimayo lowana oseceleni la ku-right kuthiwa ngusajeni Mbethi lokoporo Chimombe.
Not all soldiers can be commandos, but commandos are soldiers. Takatarisa asikwanisi kile mtu wese asikwe Marshal anoe Lieutenant Doro achitaura iye na we commander Chingwa
ari kutungamirira chikundi chekomando icho anoitwa officer commanding Anthony Munyonga.
Tikatarisa muzidzidzo zvechiuto zvinowanzoitwa nemakomandos panguva yakadai tinoona isusu first aid iri imwe yedzidzo dzatinoita. Tikatarisa tinoona kuti munhu wedu ari kuprovhaidwa yatinoti isusu first aid as well as preparing him for evacuation.
Military aid to civil communities or to civil ministries ndio yatiri kuita kubatsira vanhu vanenge vasangana nenjodzi semauto enyika tinoita zvese zvakafanira zvinoda kuitwa at any given time.
Takaongorora muzvinhu zviri kuitika umu hazvireve kuti ndege yoya kuzosiya mauto ebva yaenda. Isu totaura nyaya inonzi ye-rescue operation, but tiri kutaura kuti this area haikwanisi kuve ndege inoita land so that to conduct this rescue takalenda, but tiri kuona isusu kuti ndege yedu it remains in orbit so that when the proceedings the rescue operation padzinopera tinoona isusu ndege yedu inodzoka. Ladies and gentlemen, effective communication is one of the key aspects on the success of this type of a mission.
Limuzwile uchifi uchayeka mnandi iyo into esiyenzayo kanengi njengamabutho ekomando okuncedisa abantu babe uyelwe ingozi eziningi. Nansi enye ingozi ewele umuntu sesimbopha lapha uqamukile simsize. Imota azikwanisa ukuthi zifike lapha kukwanisa thina amabutho sibuya in conjunction with the Air Force of Zimbabwe sizoyehla lapha inteke ingakambanga phansi sisebenzisa intambo sesibopha lo olimeleyo sesimphakamisa sesigijima la esibhedlela. Ubani lokhu likhangele into eyenzakala laphana libone ukuthi sisiza njani abazali emizini.
Seza ndambotaura munguva pfupi inotevera after maproceedings ese aitwa ekuti rescue yedu inofamba zvakanaka uyezve takatarisa isusu kuti casualty yedu iri kusungwa pastretcher. Tinoona isusu kuti there is a composition yatinotarisa ye-rescue team. Tikatarisa isusu tinoona kuti tina marshal, tina ma-dispatchers, tina isusu a safety supervisor anove D Maria. Tikatarisa isusu tinoona kuti what are the importance of the safety supervisor? Tinoona kuti pakudzika kwedu, gentlemen, panoda munhu akatraineka kuti ave anoita basa iri. Tikatarisa isusu tinoona kuti tine company isusu yakamirira kuita mabasa aya yatinoti isusu Hellborn company mukomando kana kuti two commando inotungamirwa naiwo Captain Anthony Munyonga. Varipo vakamira kuti operation inge ichienda success.
Okhuluma eneyo ngilaye uthiwa ngu-Lieutenant Nemangwe uchief simbiza sithi chief. Mina igama lami nguthiwa ngu-Captain Netai bambiza basithi net1.
Takatarisa isusu taona communication between the marshal and the pilot. Now tukuona isusu the marshal is controlling the aircraft so that he can be low so that the operation can be a success. Takatarisa tinoona isusu panomhanyiwa vachinobatanidza kuti vave vanoconducta this operation.
Lawo ngama-safety supervisors ayenze make sure ukuthi umuntu uyabethwaleka mnandi. Lo ophambili ogqoke ibhibhi eli-orange nguye ucommander Black Eye okhokhela i-team commando oyenza make sure ukuthi indege yabo ikuposition efaneleyo. Uzayidonsa indege limbona emasara uyabekhuluma ngopilot usquadron leader Chingwa ophakathi afana otshaya indizamtshina.
Tikuona isusu paneno nguva our evacuation process is now in line. Tikatarisa tinoona isusu pachiitwa operation zvakare iri mukati meoperation yerescue yatinoti isusu water extraction. Water extraction imeans yekubvisa munhu akuwara panzvimbo akasungirirwa pamarobes.
bazakhipha isigulani lesi besiphakamisa besuka lapho ku-island lapho silimele khona siku-stretcher sinabantu abayi-2 abebe sinceda besiza besiya laso esibhedlela lizabona inteke siphakama lapha abaphakathi kulo sajeni Sidini Makande lo sajeni Leni Matondora abathathe chief
tikaramba takatarisa tinoona isusu panguva inoi our evacuation process yasusu marshal ari kutaura iye napilot using masignals totarisa isusu toona casualty yedu iri kuairliftwa yakanaka kuarea vatiparire mauto edu
lapha bamthwala lezibhoko zakhe lento yonke oyabelayo nampa isigulane sesitshaya phansi. We have seen now the victim has been lifted, is taken to a safe place, quickly rushed to the hospital. They will drop him where there will be an ambulance. The ambulance will then carry the victim and rush him to the hospital. You can see now the patient, the victim is in the air. Let us give hands to the commandos.
Gati uchirema utoedo komando anotungamirwa navambesuma kana kuti Lieutenant Colonel F Mzerengwa. No mission is impossible until one drops dead.
Yes, tikuendera mberi chikupaika zvokuitika kuno kuzuva reZimbabwe Defence Forces Day. Tirikuona kama displays Curtly ari kuitwa nemauto eZimbabwe Defence Forces ziri kufadzaka vanhu vaungana kuno neuwandu hwavo munhandare ino. Pari zvino Curtly taakuona kubva kwemutungamiri wenyika kuda munhandare Curtly sibona kemongameli uComrade Emmerson Mnangagwa labanye vakhe bonke abakhokeli belizwe sebephuma ke enkundleni yeNational Sports Stadium ngeva ukukhokhela ke umsebenzi omkhulu, umsebenzi wokuthakazelela ukuqhakatheka kwebutho leZimbabwe Defence Forces. Curtly.
Oh yes, and we are currently witnessing the exit of His Excellency after a day of honoring the uniformed men and women who are serving our nations. That is the Zimbabwe Defence Forces. Yes, he is coming out with his entire entourage. Many of the people are already excited to celebrate this day with the nationals of Zimbabwe. We do know that we are talking 43 years of a national service, dedication, loyalty of these cadres, and we are also witnessing many dignitaries once again who are also exiting with the president, ensuring that he does have a safe exit. As many of the people once again are excited, you can hear the ululation as well as excitement, as well as jovial atmosphere that is here at the National Sports Stadium today, the 15th of August 2023, as a day that is dedicated, set aside as a public holiday indeed for the nation to celebrate this day for the uniformed men and women. We also do have an appreciation at the present moment of many of the dedicated loyal cadres who are also going to be putting across a mass display. Yes, that is a display of many of the things they've been training for many months. We do know that right now Wanwambo Jambiswa Nema parachute Wagambo Jambiswa near the exercise that was done, the rescue exercise. But now we are going to be looking at, I think, some the section. We're looking at the police as well, and yes, many displays that we're going to be witnessing here on ZBC TV. Not forgetting what Kuchipane Mtambo Ebora, which are Tambwa once again.
From one field regiment, Zimbabwe artillery.
Euto reZimbabwe Defence Forces. Taona kubva munhandare kwemutungamiri wenyika. Pari zvino tiri kuziva kuti kwakuzova nemamwe madisplays akasiyana siyana. Asi tichaona zvakare mutambo weZimbabwe Defence Forces Select pamwe chete neMalawi Defence Forces uchaitwa zvakare muzuva ranhasi. Curtly tiri kuziva kuti tabva pano pane mutambo sekutaura kwawaita uchaitwa pakati peZimbabwe Defence Forces Select neMalawi Defence Forces vachitambira ivo Defence Forces Trophy yatiri kutarisira nokuvimba kuti tasara muno muZimbabwe timu yedu kana kuti chikwata chedu chakunda, asi ndokupedzwa kwebasa ranga riri pano rekucherechedza kukosha kwemauto eZimbabwe Defence Forces. Curtly.
We now know that Zimbabwe is coming from a background and backdrop of defending this Defence Forces trophy, and now a better appreciation of what is going on with regards to what will be taking place on the field will be given to you very shortly. But also we know for a fact that there's much excitement. These people are very much excited and have come together to ensure that they watch Zimbabwe defend the trophy. I don't know what your thoughts are, but I think it's coming back home to Zimbabwe once again. Wadza, what do you think, Zimbabwe or Malawi?
Curtly yakaoma bhora mutambo unotambwa pa 90 minutes, asi toziva kuti susu semazimbabwe tinoshuvira kuti mukombe usare muzimbabwe. Asi pari zvino Curtly regai timbodzosera chirongwa chino kuna Ian Vambe ari kuPocket Hill Studios tichienderera mberi nezviri kuitika kunoku.
253 meters. Siyambona laphana uTop Commander ekhipha igun marker edeploya iweapon. Now we are witnessing the crew members putting the weapon into action. That's an 88mm gun pounder. Siyambona laphana crew commander Sergeant Swete esiya-inspector iweapon. Nangiyana usesiya-reporter ku-troop sergeant major eqeda lapho ephiwa imvumo. Now the TSM is giving fire orders. Zwakuda kutanga mirai munzwe musavhunduke vabereki batayana. Tipe moto. Musavhunduke vabereki linga etuki. Tipe moto manyozo. Mororo no morizoko. Vari kupenya vana veZimbabwe, vari kupenya vazimai vekuartillery. Mororo no morizoko. That's artillery brigade. That's the gunners. We deliver heavy and accurate volume of fire in all types of weather, in all environments, both by day and by night. We do it in time with precision. Seated on the left of the weapon is none other than Bombardier Manyozo. Nguye phela usite operator wethu, nguye oleya, ndiye Zekare Fire. Anatipa moto, tipe moto, anambuya nehanda veku Zimbabwe, artillery brigade. That's typical of the gunners. Mirai munze, our hands. We make the lens bombardier munyanyi. Block. Soldier. But not every soldier is joggers. Mororo no morizoko. Tarisai muone belt ravakapfeka. Our colors almost defines us. Yellow, meaning little spark. Blue, meaning more heat and heavy volume of fire. Red, meaning a lot of blood. That is, with a little spark, we deliver a head. Siyambona laphana uLance Bombardier. Siyambona laphana uLance Bombardier rume muthinda wekwazimba ndiye assistant loader nguye onke egijigijima lenhlamvu eqhubela uLance Bombardier Muti Motko, onguye uloda wethu, siyambona laphana uloke efita umbhobho wethu ngenhlamvu. Uhlamvu olulodwa sithi thina luweya almost 5 kgs.